Focus with Father.
Yes, in fact, the Federation of Automobile Dealers Association has released their note for the month of September. On a year-on-year basis, they say that total vehicle retails for the month of September have seen a growth of 11%, except tractors, which decreased by 1.5%. All other categories were in the green. Let's get a bit more details from Manish Raj Singhania, who's the president at the Federation of Automobile Dealers. Manish, thanks a lot for joining in. If you can just start by telling us what were the retail sales trends in the first 8 days of Navratri compared to last year, compared to pre-COVID. Where have you seen the maximum amount of traction now?
So the complete festive period is yet to kind of Navratra Dashera is tomorrow, and we see the complete festive period as a 42-day period from Navratra, start of Navratra to Diwali. But overall, Navratra has responded very good in all segments, including two-wheeler, passenger vehicle and commercial vehicle, tractors. Every segment is responding well. Retails are coming up nice. And overall, we will see a positive trend happening, positive retails happening in overall festive period, 42-day festive period. In fact, passenger vehicle will create a new record in terms of sales in these 42 days period. And I think it will be the decade highest sale in PV that we'll see. Two-wheeler segment that had continued to suffer is seeing a positive change since last month, and we see a growth on in two-wheeler happening on YOY basis. So everything is on a recovery path, and in fact, commercial vehicles also, if you see, it has started showing a positive trend with increase in fleet buying and push on infra. So everything positive happening in festivities for auto retails.
Mr. Singhania, you say that compared to September 19, the pre-COVID period, total vehicle sales are still down by about 4% or so. That is largely because of the specific segments that you're talking about, which are yet to pick up and just about picking up?
So if you look at it, two-wheeler contributes around 70% of the total auto retail numbers. And two-wheeler is yet to come up to pre-COVID levels. We see a degrowth of almost 14% in pre-COVID levels in two-wheeler. Passenger vehicles have recovered very well, and they are growing by almost 44% compared to pre-COVID level. So if due to the increased acquisition cost in two-wheeler and fuel prices and everything going up, finance rates going up, the entry level segment has not been able to perform, not only in two-wheeler, as it is also not performing in passenger car. We can see the effect in both these segments. So that's the main reason why two-wheeler has not been able to respond. We are expecting, though we see a very positive trend during festivities.
Okay. So in two-wheelers itself, you're saying that the double-digit degrowth continues over there. Hero has announced some high discounts, and being a market leader, you think other players are going to follow suit? And if these discounts continue, do you think this will help consumer sentiment at all?
Yeah, definitely. India is a discount-driven market, and schemes definitely attract customers. Due to Hero has been predominantly a leader in rural market and semi-urban market. You can specifically understand from the figures of Hero that rural market is not performing well. That's why we see a Honda overtaking Hero in this month in terms of billing. But with heavy schemes and but overall the economy is under stress. Rural economy is under stress. We can say our India has recovered, but the Bharat is yet to recover. If we see good fund flow happening in rural India, then only this segment will recover. All things are negative for now. Interest rate, fuel cost, cost of acquisition, operating cost, everything is negative on the for this entry level segment. So let's see if schemes will definitely make a push for the numbers in two-wheelers.
And in passenger cars, we were having this discussion about CNG demand, right? It was going great, but now CNG prices are on the rise. Has the price rise hit demand in any way for CNG passenger cars?
As I already said, we are a very price-sensitive market. All these small things definitely affect the customer sentiments. So yes, CNG demand has definitely affected the demand purchase of the vehicle. Decisions get postponed, and it is the wrong time to increase rates as such. And if anything would have happened after Deepavali or the festive time, then we could have seen record sales happening in two-wheelers also.
Are the waiting periods coming off now for popular models in the passenger vehicle space because of the supply situation normalizing?
So, yeah, definitely with the increase in ease of supply of semiconductors, definitely we see availability of models increasing. But, you know, already with end productions have also increased. OEMs have started producing more vehicles, supplying to dealers. But there are still a lot of long waiting periods in very high demand models. As you can see, the last two models that were launched by Maruti Vitara, it recorded 1 lakh, over 1 lakh booking. Mahindra recorded for XUV, for my Scorpio N recorded over 1 lakh booking. So such kind of production is not possible. It will happen over a period of time. Right now, for customers, for all these demand models, they have to wait. And I don't think adequate supplies can happen during the festive time.
Okay, so that seems to be still a concern. What about the inventory levels across segments? Last question from my end. Would you be bothered about high stock inventory in any one segment now?
So right now, dealers have normally built up stock for the festive. So the figures that we see is not a cause of worry right now. We are comfortable and we expect liquidation of all these inventories happening during the festive time. And see if the cause of worry may be in two-wheeler, but if two-wheeler has started responding as we see in the last 2 months, if festivities go as per expectation, then we can see correction in inventory happening. So it's not a cause of worry for now.
All right, we'll leave it